football fans, it is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the back. And they'll start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Noles will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up the first down. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
Well, this game certainly doesn't have the longevity historically that a lot of other rivalries have in college football, but this game always means so much. It impacts the conference championship race, the national championship race, and the Heisman Trophy race.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Still on his feet at the 45. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Noles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it on the outside. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. From the gun, the ground game. It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the tailback. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the catch. It's Lewis. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. The offense changing the play. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's long. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
It's reverse. Fights off a defender. At midfield, he's got room. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Florida. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Gators. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
It'll be 3rd and long.
6 propane. Ready. Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Averill. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's taking the shot. Pulls in the deep ball. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here's the handoff. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Here comes the heat. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Corners are going to bail. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They're working that left side. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Quick completion to the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, that one goes incomplete, and certainly the quarterback can help his receiver out a little bit by trying to slow him down or make a more accurate throw, but that didn't have a shot at staying in bounds.
The give to the back. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going for it all. And it's picked off in the end zone, but no, the officials are saying he was out of bounds, and the quarterback might want to rethink taking a chance like that. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Averill. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Gators are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Noles will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, how about this offense? They have been fun to watch so far, man. They've been aggressive, taking shots. They take another shot there, but, you know, obviously this one falls incomplete. But so far, this offense has been clicking on all cylinders.
Fires toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
The Gators decide to punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Rides to back on the option, the give. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
They go to the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. The snap sets up the throw. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wants to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking for room. It's April. And he fights his way forward, gets away from... But not much doing on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. Linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try it over the left side. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the RPO, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It is perfect. Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. And here's the third interception of the night.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. The defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
The Gators can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. From inside his own 10, and the ball is loose on the return. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The give from the gun. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push the guy backwards and make some holes?
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Between the uprights, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Get it out on the screen. Oh, better look out. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They want that clock to run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
First down here for the offense. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse